we're still looking at the time part of the standard library. This next thing is it's technically using this standard time, but it's more like just a neat trick, or just something that's kind of fun to show you. But you'll see what it looks like in a second. So we're doing for this, we're doing the exact same thing as before. So we use this instant now, and we get the instant written in this weird format that is not too helpful for anybody to read, but it is for this other thing. So let's imagine that we so let's print these out first. Let's put them on new lines and put these bars around them, so we can really see where they start and where they end. So you can see instant, it starts here, it ends here, and you can see we have this the end bracket there, and then we have a space, so that is the same. And this is also some numbers. The numbers are different, but they're the same number of digits each time. So actually we can take this and make it into a string using the format macro. And the format macro, you just write something similar to printing, and put throw a thing inside there, time 1, and then this should now be a proper string. So let's print that out and see. Whoops, my string. There we go. So this should look exactly the same, except this time we are printing out a string instead of printing out an instant. So that so what you can do with that, and I'm going to, it's a function. I have this function here, and we're calling it a bad random number, because this is not a suggested way to make a random number. It's not what is it? It's not truly random, but it's kind of a quick thing that I sometimes do for fun when I don't feel like importing rand, and I feel like going over an iterator and having some fun. So let's imagine that we send in this bad random number function, and we want to get the numbers here, and then use it as a random number. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and you can see already why it's a bad number function, because these ones here are going to be very random, whereas these ones are going to be going up slower. So definitely don't use this for anything, but it's fun to write. So let's see. So if digits are greater than 9, so first we're going to panic and say, there's only 9 numbers there, so random number can only be up to 9 digits, like that. Actually, let's just make it up to 5, because these nanoseconds are going to be, we only want to use the most random, even though this is still a terrible function. But anyway, so let now equals instant dot now, instant : now. Get our, let's see, output. This is going to be the format macro, and we're going to stick that in there like before. Put now inside of there. Let's get rid of these now. Let's close that. What is next? And now we're going to, let's say output.chars for each. All right, so we're going to take the output, which is the string, and we're going to say, turn into chars. So now they are characters, and then we're going to reverse it, because we would like to go from the back, and then skip the first 2, because we know the first 2 are not numbers. And then we're going to take digits, and then digits being the number of numbers that we want to get, and then for each, and let's just call them a character, and we will print not print lined, just print. And then we'll do this, and then character. And then after that, we'll just print line to get to the next line. So we'll do that, and then let's give it a shot. So we'll do bad random number. Let's try it with 5, 3, and 1, and I think this will work for each character. That looks funny. There should be a second bracket over there. And there you go. So we have some numbers here. Let's throw them in and comment them out, and then see if the other ones are different next time. So there you go. Random-ish numbers. So there's a 6, 529, and we can put in the number of digits. And then if we put in 10, then it's going to panic as it should. Random number can only be up to 5 digits. So that is a very quick and dirty way to get some random numbers if you don't feel like having truly random numbers, and if you don't care about anybody using your code. So there is so that's how you do that. And I have one more thing that I want to talk about in standard time. So I'm just going to pick it up here. And this is about the, let's see, putting threads to sleep. So we learned about standard time. There's instant, and there's also duration over here. Let's see, where did it go? Standard time. And you subtract them to get a duration. And if you remember standard thread, for when you pass threads into when you're doing concurrency, there's actually a function called sleep, and that takes a duration. And so you can use that to tell a thread to stop working so hard, because you might have, say, one thread going that is checking for it's trying to connect to a server, and if you just put it on autopilot, it's going to go like as fast as it can, check, and you don't want to do that. You want it to say, okay, check once, go to sleep for 10 seconds, wake up, do it again. And this is what this is for. So let's see, so bring in duration, and then use standard thread sleep. So now we can have duration, and duration, let's see, duration, you can make them from things. Let's see, duration from. There you go. So you have it has a few methods, from millis, from secs meaning seconds, micros meaning microseconds, and from nanos meaning nanoseconds. So you can take that, give yourself a duration, and then throw that into to the sleep method for the thread. So 3 seconds equals duration from seconds. There you go, 3, and then we're going to say, let's say, I must sleep now. Sleep now. And then what we do is we say sleep, because we brought in sleep. And then what are we going to give it? Well, sleep takes a duration, of course, and this is a duration, so we give it this duration, like that, and then it's going to wake up after that. It'll say, did I miss anything? Like that. And so this should print this out, and then we'll wait 3 seconds, and then I guess the playground kind of gives us all the output instantly. But if you were to do this on actually Rust ID, Rust where is it? Not IDE, Rust REPL. I think there's another one that'll do it for us. Let's quickly skip over to this one. This side here gives a little bit more of a basic REPL. Let's see, what is this? I think we're in the wrong spot. REPL Rust. One line. Maybe it's this one. There we go. Thanks for waiting. So let's paste that in, and then let's see if it actually does wait for 3 seconds. I'm asleep now. There you go. See if you missed it. I'm asleep now. 1, 2, 3, and there we go. So this is another way to get a little bit more of a basic Rust environment if you don't want to install. By the way, Replit. Sometimes I'll use this. Usually the Playground because it's the most useful, but this is more of a terminal-like feel. So that's another option. So anyway, that's duration can go into a thread, and you can put your thread to sleep, and that is obviously very useful.